Good morning, folks. John Morris here, Chief Operating Officer. Over the last few weeks, you've heard from site leadership about the importance of the upcoming safety survey. I can't stress how vital you are to the success of this initiative. An initiative that is about continuous improvement and taking our safety culture to the next level. Answers to our toughest challenges come from our people, so we're looking for your open and honest feedback to elevate our safety performance. Don't hold back. This survey will be completely anonymous and confidential. Your site leadership will set aside some time so each of you has the opportunity to complete it without being rushed or distracted. We're asking for your real opinions on what works, what doesn't, and where you see opportunities to improve. Next week marks the next step in our journey. We're partnering with DuPont Sustainable Solutions, one of the leading firms in this space, and they'll begin visiting our sites to kick off listening sessions and the anonymous survey. I think it's important for you to know that no one is requiring us to do this. It's about looking in the mirror and asking ourselves how we can do everything possible to protect each other. We're the industry leaders, and our vision of success is a world-class safety culture where every team member understands the importance of safety and models safe behaviors in all that we do. This assessment is designed to make sure we're doing just that. Safety has always been one of our core values without compromise, which means that we're not simply following the rules because we have to, but we're committed to making sure we all go home safely every night. We're a team, and we've always been at our best when we take on these kinds of challenges together. We'll only be successful with your open and honest feedback. Thanks for your engagement and participation. But this is just the first step in what we hope will be a valuable recommitment to our safety culture. We'll follow up with any learnings and enhanced strategies in the back half of the year. Stay tuned for those details, and as always, stay safe.
I cannot make it any clearer than John has made it. We need your honest feedback, and that feedback will be honored as anonymous and confidential. 20 years ago, we partnered with DuPont to conduct a similar survey across waste management. The results of that survey laid the foundation of what is now our Mission to Zero, or M2Z program, and has inspired many of our training tools and programs we now use today, such as this video series. Look, we have come a long way and we can go much further, but we need your help with the survey. Last month, you watched a presentation on safe backing sequence. Before we move on to today's topic, I want to quickly review the 4 steps that are critical to safe outcomes at scheduled backing locations. Step 1, scan and plan for the safest approach. Step 2, position the truck to back the shortest possible distance and straight where possible. Step 3, once in reverse, C369 for a minimum of 3 seconds before backing. Step 4, back the truck at 3 miles per hour or less and do not get locked in on one field of view. In today's video, we will review another safe driving strategy that has become an important part of waste management's culture. Drop 10 before you're in. Last month, I was joined by Kareem and Steve, 2 of our trainers from the training centers. And this month, I will get an assist from Heidi Felix and Johnny King. Heidi and Johnny will explain how dropping 10 before you're in reduces rollover potential and how to use the principle effectively in a waste management truck.
Hi, I'm Heidi Felix, a driver trainer at the Arizona Training Center.
And I'm Johnny King, a driver trainer at the Florida Training Center.
In a moment, Johnny and I will review the critical steps to ensure the effective use of the Drop 10 principle for rollover prevention. But first, we want to explain why waste management refuse vehicles are at an increased risk of rollover within a significant curve.
The vehicle you drove to work today is different than the one you drive on route. Your personal vehicle is much smaller. Whether your family vehicle is a sedan, pickup, or SUV, it is approximately as tall as it is wide. However, a waste management truck is twice as tall as it is wide, which means even empty, your truck operates with a higher center of mass.
And that elevated center of mass is more of a challenge once trash is collected. As trash is added, the overall center of mass climbs higher and moves to the left or to the right. The higher it is for your truck and the closer it is to your truck's tires, the greater your potential to tip over within a turn or a significant curve.
And the safe travel speed for a car, pickup, or SUV could be higher than the speed at which a truck will roll over.
In new hire training, Johnny and I identify 4 critical steps that ensure effective use of the drop 10 principle for rollover prevention. Let's review them now.
First step, reduce truck speed by a minimum of 10 miles an hour below the posted speed limit prior to reaching an off-ramp or a significant curve. A significant curve is any curve that is preceded by advance warning signage. It is important that braking happens before you enter the curve.
If you maintain a safe following distance, 4 seconds or more, you are less likely to be caught off guard or stab your brake pedal. You should also continue to advance your field of view. Brake early when there are signs of trouble so that your speed loss is more controlled.
Next, maintain good positioning within your lane. Heidi mentioned safe following habits, which is part of the Find Safe Space strategy. But we must also be centered within our lane of travel. We do not want to ride the center line, which increases the threat of impact with oncoming traffic. And we do not want to drift to the outside of the lane, to the shoulder, or beyond the fog line. The edge of the pavement is the weakest part of the roadway. It could crumble beneath the weight of our truck, pulling us off the road and onto the soft ground beyond. The surface beyond the pavement cannot support the weight of our truck. Our tires will dig into the ground, acting as a tripping mechanism and rolling the truck onto its side.
Finally, maintain your speed until you have safely reached the far side of the curve. At that point, you can then resume normal travel speed. Before we hand things back over to Jeff, there's one more item I want to mention: seatbelts. It is critical that you and your passenger wear your seatbelts during the operation of your truck, even if you're on private property. And by wear, I mean using the restraint as designed. Do not tuck any part of the belt behind or underneath you. If the truck does roll over and you're unbelted, your body acts like a marble inside a blender.
Thank you, Heidi and Johnny. That was excellent information. The Drop 10 slogan has been part of our culture for 15 years. Prior to its arrival, we experienced an average of 15 to 16 rollovers a month. Now, with many more trucks on the road in 2021, we average a fraction of that. Frankly, one rollover is one too many. And I am so proud of our improvement and how well our drivers and managers have leveraged the Drop 10 strategy since its creation. Rollover prevention is one of those terms we must talk about frequently in our morning huddles. In closing, I want to take a moment to compliment Director of Learning and Development, Jennifer North. Jennifer leads the Florida and Arizona training centers with the support of site managers Jason Kramer and Ryan Cook. The support of corporate driver trainers over the last 2 Driving Science Series modules has been great. They are talented and well-led. They are also a tremendous resource for all of us. We will certainly plan to have them back for future videos. I appreciate you taking time to watch today. Stay safe, and we will see you next month.